Hey, thanks for joining us from Vegas. Hey, thanks, Joan. So I'm still waiting on the correct mandrel for some more kitchen utensils. So this week will be a couple of pens. There'll be some writing pens and a diamond pen. And hey, what's up, Steve? Crystal? But anyways, this evening's diamond pen will be a blank that I specifically made for the live. It is wispy white with lavender, and it has gold flake in it. I'm really anxious to see how this turns out. Hey, Crystal. We should have a pretty good crowd this evening. I'm hoping so. We may turn some solid chunks of Fordite for some bolt action pens if that's okay. Hey, I'm glad you like it. Hey, Carolyn. I'm glad to see your comment, Crystal. I'm glad you like that. All right. I'm just trying to get a few last minute things together and we'll be ready to roll. Hey, that's not right. Awesome. Yeah, that's correct. Anybody seen Palm yet? Okay, so without further waste of time, we can remove these couple tools. We can find our tailstock live center, our headstock dead center, our DP blanks. Okay, so here's what we have for this evening. We have the diamond painting blank. We have a pen blank for the Lighthouse kit, and I have a couple for solid chunks of Fordite for the bolt action kit, and this would be for the Lighthouse kit. We can get a better look at this by spraying it with a little alcohol. This is one of the blanks. It was from a previous drop. Should be pretty nice. And then, like I said, we have the one for our diamond painting pen that was made specifically for this evening. And if all goes well, it should be a thick one. So if you're somebody that likes the thick ones, wish for good luck, say your prayers, whatever you do, and see who wins the blank or the finished pen this week. Okay. Hey, Pond made it. Look at that. I think we would, okay, so let me ask, since we have a few group members in here, do we want to post the blanks for the Turner's Challenge Thursday evening, or do we want to wait and do it Sunday as we typically do? Anybody want to give any feedback or input? And I swear this weekend I'm going to try to get Tom to build a dust collection system and make this a little more presentable. Looking like the answer might be Thursday. So do we want to see them in Easter colors for this month's competition? Spring, pastels. I think pastels would do well this month and create a lot of beautiful patterns. Okay, looks like we'll try to do it for Thursday. All right, let's get started on the diamond pen. I'm going to mute this. Hey, Teeny. So we're going to mute this because the dust collector is about to start. think we're gonna look all right. I think this is gonna be something sweet with the lavender and gold flakes in there. That'd be something we have to make some more of. All right, here we go. Any comments on the shape? Do we like it? I didn't want to take away too much because of having so much wispy purple in there. I really wanted to highlight that. The gold flake should be sweet. Holy cow, missed all kinds of comments. I think it's going to work. I think I like that. I think I took the pond pink sanding container up to the other shop and forgot to bring it back. Well, we might have to use just a plain orange one this week. I hope that's okay with Pom. Yeah, like I said, this is the first one we've made with the gold flake and the purple. It was specifically made for this evening's live. And now we'll use our trusty Zona paper and get this polished up. Can't ever get your flake to turn that nice, huh, Steve? I don't know that I did anything different. I mean, as you witnessed it, I'd usually turn really high speed and take light cuts there at the end. We could make a series of blanks like this with wispy colors and gold flake. Um, I think if we had a smoke or almost black color with gold flake, it would look good. Purple, pink, blue. Um, I think I have an like a teal or a turquoise. Royal blue and gold flake. Hey, I like that. Zona paper rocks, absolutely. Once you go to Zona paper, hey, Debbie joined us too. Once you go to Zona paper, you will never go back to anything else for a finish. And the water container, as Palm says, works really well. They're super sturdy. Some of the ones that you can buy at the big box stores, which they sell for the same price as ours, they're kind of flimsy and they're small. But ours are fairly sturdy, and if you have any issues, let us know. Hi, Debbie. Zona paper is by far the best thing to use. Debbie is venturing down her turning path, and soon she'll need a water container as well. Thank you, Natalie. You're absolutely right. I'm guilty of not having tiny hands. Ask away. Ask any questions, anything like that. I or somebody in the group will answer. There are some very, very talented turners in this group. Some more talented than I am. Most of them are more talented than I am. As you can see in the last maker showcase we had, there were a lot of beautiful pens. The competition has really come a long ways. Thanks, Steve. Thanks, Carla. Yes, like purple marble. I think maybe on the next live I'll get my son to polish these while we turn. That way we can turn more and he can sand and polish them. Nope, no silly questions. The only things that are silly are the ones not asked. And the question not asked is a guaranteed no. We all had to start somewhere. And I assure you, nobody has blown up more pieces of wood or bought more garage door panels from bowl blanks being out around or not dried evenly than I have. I've bought my fair share of garage door panels when I first started. Bah, couldn't tell you. I don't know. As far as my competition goes, it's not something we measure. It's not something I look at. We don't sell diamond pens. There are very talented turners that we work with. There are very talented turners in this group that can get you what you need. And honestly, we're so busy that I couldn't tell you who my competition is. Hey, Mark Warner's on there with us as well. Thanks for joining us, Mark. What do we make? We make bowls. We make writing pens. We primarily try to sell pen blanks for those great people that love to make pens that are much more talented than we are. In the past, we have made a lot of things. We are currently working on a kitchen set in this group. Unfortunately, I'm still waiting on a couple of pieces from Penn State to continue working on that. But we make a lot of things. If it can be turned, we can make it or have made it. Duck calls, cigar humidors, pizza cutters, ice cream scoops, measuring cups, measuring spoons, large bowls up to 38 inches. And Mark is making a very, very talented guitar. Hey, look at that. My beautiful wife decided to join us. Thanks, love. We can sell you a pen if needed, but I would much rather sell a blank and let somebody in the group turn a pen and show off their talent and their skills and share the good fortune around everyone. We got a little ripple right there. It'll sand out with the next piece. And then we'll go on to the next. How's the weather over there in Austria? Do you notice we have one fat end and one slightly skinnier end? I always like to give two different shapes. That's what my wife prefers. That way you can change your grip while you're doing diamond painting and your hand not get fatigued as fast. Cold again. It's cold here. 7:20 this morning, Eastern Standard Time. It was snowing outside while I was at work. Yeah, hopefully it's warmer in Spain. No snow after February, right? You tell the weather that. Steve, is it flooding down your way anywhere? Has anybody else seen any flooding in their area? I know Kentucky and some parts of Tennessee are getting hammered with flooding. Huh. Canadian weather. We agree. American weather can't decide either. I think this is going to look okay. Honestly, I think we could go all the way up and polish and go back over it in 600, and it would look beautiful as a matte finish as well. Yeah, this should be hot and miserable and humid in August in Atlanta. I've been there a few times in August. It's warm and humid. The South is usually always humid. Snow where Linda's at. Hey, good luck, buddy. This was a special pour for this evening's live, and I think we'll make some more of them. We could make them in 3/4 or 7/8. I'll make some in 7/8 as well, in case you or somebody that need the thick pen. And we can also do this size or this style in 1.5 inch for those who like palm placers as well. Anything you see you want made in a palm placer, we can do. It's just not something we pour a lot of, but we can easily make them. Hey, John. So with the first two colors of Zona, we do 800 RPMs. The second two colors, I do 1600 RPMs. And the final two colors, I do at full speed at 3200 RPMs, 32, 34, whatever your lathe maxes out at. Burgundy would look amazing with the gold. Burgundy is actually my favorite color. We can pour them 4 inches in diameter if you want to carry around what looks like a thermos. I'm sure they'd fit your hands. Good one, Momo. Good comment. Clutch their pearls. That's a statement I haven't heard in a while. Okay, here we go. Full speed. I'm with Momo. You can put enough clothes on to get warm or build a fire or find somewhere to get warm, but you can only do so much to get cool. This would look pretty good as a hybrid blank too. Mark, what's the next step on the guitar? Putting finish on it now. Sweet. Be sure to post that sucker. That's been quite the journey. I'm sure there are a lot of people that would love to see it like I do. Yeah, Mark is working on a very awesome guitar. Oh, yeah. Look at that, Steve. Smooth like velvet. I actually have a different wax to try this evening because I get so many people that can't find the exact wax that we use. So I've had a lot of people ask lately to try to find something that is currently made that works as well as what we use. So we may make a little bit of a series trying new waxes to see if we can find one that works as well. And we're going to start with something that's pretty easy to get. That can be found at just about any Walmart or automotive place or Amazon. We're going to try. I've used this on some vehicles in the past with black paint, and they shine up really nice. No marks left. So we're going to try some Meguiar's Gold Glass and see what happens. Why car wax? It's the most durable. It's going to hold up to the oils in your hand and provide plenty of luster. I typically use Johnson's Paste Wax, which is just a plain finish wax from the last 50 years, but they don't make it anymore. So that's why we took on trying to use something that is made so that other people can have similar results. Absolutely, it adds depth. Couldn't agree more. One thing I'll give this wax is it smells good. It smells sweet. I think Glenn also recently picked up some of this. Let it buff up there a little bit. Holy cow. The ultimate test would be to turn it on a black blank and compare it, but I don't think I need much convincing that that is not absolutely beautiful. Yes, car wax is just a polish. The gold flake in there and the wispy purple, and man, there is a lot. I don't know how much it shows through the video, but there is a lot of depth in that. Oh no, don't be sorry about the questions whatsoever. Ask away. It is stunning, and I don't see any sanding marks or polishing marks or anything. Palm, is this garbage? Should I throw it away and start over? Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment during the live for the chance to win this pen. It is a dead giveaway, shipping included. Does the wax wear off over time? Not typically. It would take a long, long time, but honestly, the blank is, or the pen is finished so well that you won't notice it if the wax wears off. You need the horseshoe. Well, tomorrow will determine who the winner is. Tomorrow or Wednesday, or tomorrow or Thursday. Sometimes YouTube doesn't update very fast. Sorry if I'm getting out of focus there. I would say this wax works every bit as well as what we've used in the past. We've just used the paste wax because it's what I had and it worked well. I would say it absolutely works as well as the other. If you all want to see, I can always find a black blank and we can polish a black diamond painting pen or just turn it round and smooth it and try it out. And I know for sure. Let me look and see if I have any solid black poured of black with midnight sparkle in it, but I don't think I have any jet black. I don't. All I have is with sparkle. All right, well then let's cut down one of these that's got some sparkle in it and make it happen. That's what you all want to see. By golly, that's what we'll do. We're here to help everybody. All right, let me cut this one down and we'll go from there. Okay, we're going to switch some tooling around. Use our knockout tool. Okay, from where we actually drilled the last one, I still have the 7/32 drill bit, and I have it marked at a 1/2 inch. Let me trim the ends of it up here, or square the ends up. If you don't have one of these little MLCS dedicated sanders, man, they are handy for squaring up blanks. Okay. Like, I don't even go 90 degrees. I go about 25 because that leading edge isn't really getting used that much. 90 would be more on the safe side, but 25 degrees works for me. I don't rotate it much. Close to center. Yeah, you can buy carbide inserts. The ones from Easy Wood Tools works, or the ones from Arizona Carbide work really well too, and they're American made. If you're going to turn resin, the negative rake is the best. I highly recommend the round. Some people like the square. As you'll see us use, we always use the square or the round for turning. We use the square for turning square blanks into round blanks. By no means do we advocate that you have to do exactly the way we do. Everybody has a different technique that works for them. That one just happens to work for us. Just like finish. Some finishes work for some people and some don't work for others. Some people don't do a CA finish. Some people do. We do. We like it. Okay. Square one doesn't like you. The square one doesn't like me either. Make sure you use a negative rake if you're turning resin blanks. It will be the most forgiving. Correct. It will specify if it's negative rake or straight rake. Yeah, the tool is used to shape. Correct. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Actually, I intended on doing that, Mark. I intended on doing a close-up without wax and then waxing each end with the two different finishes, with the one we've always used and with the new finish. This lathe is a Laguna 1216. I also have a Grizzly G0766 that I've had for a few years. This lathe I actually bought for my wife, and she turned for a little while on it. She still turns on it from time to time. Both lathes that I have are variable speed. The G66 or 766 is 3 horsepower. I've got some custom tools made for it. Can't hide the money. Actually, okay, I'll give you one to make you laugh. I bought the lathe with a Nova chuck with 4 different size jaws for it and a set of pin jaws and a set of carbide easy start tools, 2 live centers for the end, and a couple other faceplates for $700. I couldn't beat that, and it came with a stand. I just don't use the stand. I have it up on a toolbox. Oh, it's variable speed. Come on, you're an electronics technician. Figure out how to put a VFD or rheostat or potentiometer in line with it. Make it work. Is that the big blue lathe, Carla, that I see pictures from Glen of? Aren't you an electrician, Mark, or electronics guy? Oh yeah, yeah. It was a steal. It was a deal I couldn't pass up. It was a 4-hour ride from my house to go get it, but Ridgeline's easy, easy. I won't say great, but easy on gas, and we went and picked it up. It was worth it. You could probably pick up a VFD from Amazon for $100 and run it on an AC motor on a VFD. My original old lathe that I started with was an old shopsmith, and I converted it to a 1 horsepower 3 phase and used a VFD from a job site that needed some repairs, and we converted it and put a 1 horsepower 230 volt 3 phase motor in it. It was originally a half-horsepower single phase, but the beauty of that VFD was it was 110 single phase in, 230 3 phase out. VFD stands for variable frequency drive. Hey, Joe. 10 by 14. Yeah, that's a good size for pens and smaller bowls and such. Just a little bit of chatter in between these beads is the only reason I'm taking a little bit of time. Almost got it going. Let's see if we can get rid of it a little quicker. And then we'll turn it back down. Hey, Rosalind. How do you like the wind lathe, Joe? Good. I've always heard mixed reviews on those and thought I would ask. Oh, yeah. Well, the green does the most amount of work. The rest of it will get cleaned up. All right. Now we can move on to the rest of them. How's the weather out there, Renee? You live where it's warm, or you typically is warm. Yeah, that black should look fairly nice. Ha! Right. I don't think that'll work over too well for you. It might work out, but I don't think that'll work out real well for you. Thanks, Steve. See you, pal. Glenn, is any of your family getting flooding in that Kentucky area? This would be a diamond painting pen. We used a new wax this evening, which was McGuire's Gold Glass. We typically use Johnson's Paste Wax, and we made the recommendation to try a black blank before wax and after wax and compare the two waxes side by side. That sucks. Flooding is terrible to deal with. Oh, yeah, look at the midnight black pearl in that. Yeah, ironically, the river that's by our house here is the Mon River. It flows north and joins the Allegheny right in Pittsburgh at Point Park and becomes the Ohio River. It goes from there over to down through Kentucky and I believe a little bit of Tennessee before it joins the mighty Mississippi. Wow. Ha! Ironically, it's funny you say that, Carlo. Mine is outside the door of the shop, scratching at the door, barking to get in. I'll not let him in. He'll wreck everything, either with his body, his head, or his tail. He's clumsy. And the shop is a little bit of a mess right now, anyways. Okay. Let's see what it looks like before wax. Okay. Let's just take it out and see what we get, huh? Okay. Now we'll use one side on the McGuire's car wax and the other side on the piece wax. You know what, honestly, I don't know that I need the piece wax. I think the McGuire's does just as well of a job, if not honestly better, it looks like. We'll let that blush up just a little bit. I don't know how well you can see it on your end, but it makes a huge difference on this end. Yeah, the carnauba wax is going to be more durable and have a lot of shine. Sure, we can give it away. Actually, let's do a trivia question. And the first person to come up with the correct answer to the trivia question will win this. Let me polish the rest of it, and then we'll give up the trivia question. First person to answer it in the chat here will win the pen. Yeah, that was McGuire's Gold Glass. We'll work on a heavy coat. You're better at asking questions. I think we found a good replacement for the paste wax, and this is easier and available to everybody. And for the length of the can, I think the can will last a lot of pins. Um, and it wasn't much. I think it was at $15 at the local Walmart. I'd say it's highly worth it. They used to make a McGuire's black wax. It was strictly for black cars, and it's the best thing I've seen. It never left any swirl marks in anything. I'll get the wax out of there later. Holy cow. Look at that. Holy cannoli. Like I said, we'll clean the wax out later. Yeah, it is shiny, and in person, the black glitter is just resonating with all kinds of color and shine, and the light hits it just crazy. We can make some more available for the drops this week if anyone's interested. I have seen a few bespoke pens made with this blank, and they are beautiful as well. We call it the midnight black. Okay. All right. Yeah, black glitter's pretty wild. Hey, thanks, Carolyn. Okay, so the trivia question will be, what city was the first capital of the state of West Virginia? Anybody know the answer? What city was the original capital of the state of West Virginia? Hey, look at that. Linda Kendall got it. Wheeling, you are correct. Not a lot of people know that. They assume that Charleston is because that is the current capital, that it was the original capital. But nope, it was Wheeling, West Virginia. Looks like Linda is the winner. Good job, Linda. I'll clean the wax up and I'll get a shipping address from you and I will ship this to you. It's yours. You won it fair and square. I like history and I like trivia. My kids want to play that all the time. Okay, now let's try to turn a writing pen. Let's turn one for the Lighthouse kit. I have one drilled up for the Lighthouse kit. Let's turn it. Make sure I have the right size bushings here. Yep, there it is. Come on, I already have the bushings in it. Okay. This will be for the Lighthouse pin kit. Good luck. Hopefully he does well on the test. Okay, we'll start up the lathe and start up the dust collector, and here we go. Thank you. Doesn't look too bad. Let's see if we can get it polished up here. Get it assembled. Congratulations, Linda. Hey, thank you. It should be beautiful. We'll hit it with one more piece of green and be ready to go. We should have all of our parts and pieces in for next week to turn kitchen utensils for the measuring spoons, measuring cup. Good to go. Hey, thanks, Michelle. I really like the colors that are in that too. Hey, Amber's with us. Ooh la la. Absolutely. That's why this blank pairs very well with a Lighthouse pen kit. Hey, Josh. Josh, did you want the other colors of blanks that you had mentioned? I didn't see a message back confirming that. The ones for the custom that you wanted 5 of. Okay, I'll get them poured for you. Typically, with blanks that are slightly transparent, I recommend painting, but I did not with this one because it is for a beach theme. And if you let a little bit of the brass show, just ever so slightly, it does look like sand under the edge of the water. You just have to be careful and make sure that your glue is even all the way through so that your glue doesn't shine through. And we got lucky with this one. It's not going to. And now we'll wax it up. With on McGuire's gold glass. You're welcome, Josh. Hey, thanks, Amber. And as you can see, there comes the shine. I printed some extra containers for all these bushings. If you need bushing storage, we do offer these little 3D printed containers. I can do half dividers in them as well. So you can fit a couple different types of bushings in them. All right, let me find a pin press and we will put this together. Yes, I would use the same wax on a hybrid blank. That is gonna be something special. Holy cow. Holy cannoli. Okay, I'll get it pressed together here. Anybody have any comments or questions, concerns? I don't have room on the lathe to press it together on the lathe, but I could always get some implements made so that we can press it together on the lathe so that everyone could see it, if that's a process you all would like to see. Let me get the calipers to verify which end goes on which end. Thank you. The color is really, really nice in there. It should work out well. .49, 0.55. There is a difference. Yep. Okay. We have a little bit of an issue that it doesn't want to push together. We can correct that just shortly. But in the essence of time, we can show you what it looks like. Bear with me 1 second. Okay. Now we'll put this together. Give me 1 second and we should be ready. Okay. Get a knife here for the batteries. Would love to see it pressed together. Yeah, we can. This one I already have pressed together, but I can set stuff up so that you can see how it gets pressed together. For if you are a beach lover, this is the ultimate beach lover's pen. Okay. I don't know if my batteries are dead, but it doesn't want to light up. I need different batteries. They've came from the factory with dead batteries. She is beautiful. Hey, have a good time, Rosalind. Awesome, John. The light should be multicolors, but for some reason it doesn't want to light up right now. I've only turned a few of these and I've never had that happen, so I'm shocked to see it happen with this one. I will figure out what it is and then I'll post a picture in the group of it corrected so you all can see what it looks like lit up. But I would say it was a battery issue. I don't have another kit to try any more batteries, but I think I have one in the house that I can steal the batteries out of. Is that for sale? Not this particular one, but I can gladly make you one like this, or somebody else in the group can. There are plenty of talented turners in the group. Thanks, Darren. I don't know if it's still in focus or dust on there. All right. Well, we are at the end of the live. Thank you all for joining. Thanks for everything. Sorry for the delay in pressing the pen together. Congratulations to Rosalind. Congratulations to whoever wins the other pen this week. But not Rosalind, sorry. Linda. Linda won the trivia pen. Here's the one that Linda won, and then the diamond painting pen other one will be given away in the group. We will do the random number generator and see who it picks. And then this one's going to Linda for winning the trivia. Hey, thanks, Glenn. Thank you all. We gladly would love to share it. If you all would like to start seeing more than one live a week, be sure to comment that in the group, and we will try to do more than one, but at minimum, we will always do one a week, and maybe we'll start having some pop-up lives as well. Good luck, everyone, and look forward in the group. Have a good evening.